All right, Taurus, this is your mid-March 2021 Love Tarot reading. I'm Ryan with Arrows of Love. Welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, if you like these videos, please click that like button and subscribe. It helps the channel and it's very much appreciated from me. All right, Taurus, so what we're going to do today is we're going to pull one card from the Angels Oracle deck. That's going to be your overall energy. And then we're going to pull 3 cards for you and 3 cards for your love interest from the tarot. Before I do that, let's just briefly review what's happening in the sky. Today is a new moon in Pisces, and the new moon is when the moon crosses over the sun. They're conjoined. This new moon is magical. It's the most potent new moon of the entire year because Venus, the planet of love, relationships, pleasure, money, abundance, is conjoined with this new moon, and so is Neptune. Neptune is this dreamy, imaginative, compassionate, empathetic planet. It can also create confusion and illusion. So when you have 4 planets like this all combined in Pisces, and by the way, Venus is exalted in Pisces, which means the archetype of what Venus represents matches very well with the archetype of Pisces, which is always looking for its soulmate connection, essentially. And when you have Neptune, Pisces coming together, it's extremely romantic. It's extremely, it's going to feel as if you've met the one if you haven't, okay? And if you're putting yourself out there, it's just got this really great feeling to it. But beware. There is this feeling of escapism as well in Pisces. So you need to really be careful of your consumption over the weekend. This brings up alcoholism, drug addictions, sex addictions, and anything alike, okay? So it's the dream state of Pisces. They want to live in this dreamy land. They don't want to deal with reality. So it's just, you have to be able to ground it in some type of energy. So that's the new moon. It's happening today. It's really great energy. We're coming up to the spring equinox. When the sun moves into Aries, and that starts the new cycle. This is at least for astrology, it's the new year. So the 12th house, which is Pisces, is ostensibly about a house of endings and the subconscious and spirituality. So, these themes might run true for you. For you in particular, Taurus, Pisces is your 11th house. It is 11 signs past Taurus, and the 11th house is about friends, group associations, technology and innovation, your hopes, wishes, and dreams, and the future. So friends might come out of the woodwork for you, or they might indicate that they have an interest in you over the weekend if you have people on your radar. If you are coupled up, it's a renewal of your friendship and love. And it's got a very compassionate, empathetic tone to it, and it's extremely romantic, like off the charts. So this type of new moon doesn't happen very often. Here it is, Page of Cups. You're getting messages. That's for you. That one flew out. So that's what's happening, at least with this new moon. The other thing I want you to know about is that Mars, the planet of action, vitality, the pioneering attitude, it's your get up and go. It's also virility. Just moved into Gemini, so it's out of your sign. Mars doesn't do very well in your sign, Taurus, because Mars rules. You are a Venus-ruled house, okay? So when the divine masculine is in the divine feminine house, the two energies kind of clash, and he just doesn't have his full potential. But now that he's in Gemini, which is an air sign, it makes a sextile, which is a 60-degree angle if you do whole house aspects, over to its ruling sign, Aries. So Mars is a little bit more comfortable in Gemini. Gemini is the chatty Cathy of the zodiac. Messages. Here it is. Communication can be a little bit scattered, but it's going to be very fast, and it's just going to feel like a lot is happening all at once for you. This is happening. Mars is moving into Gemini. That's your 2nd house. So this has to do with possessions, earned income, resources, and self-worth. It's a worth house. What do you value? So you might be tested, just generally speaking, with this new moon, because Uranus is still sitting in your 1st house, changing you up completely, and Saturn is still sitting over in Aquarius, which is your 10th house of career, and that's going to be completely made over in the next couple of years too. And Uranus and Saturn are making what we call a semi-square over to this new moon. Those are 45-degree angles. It's almost exact. So there's tension with this new moon as well, and then it could happen with you, could happen with anything happening on that career front. But right now, Mars is going to be, putting a lot of emphasis on money and possessions and resources. So keep an eye out for friends over the weekend. That's going to be in group associations, just generally speaking. There's something there that's really good to be had for you, Taurus. So, all right, we already have one card out. It's the Page of Cups. Pull one card from the angels. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Interesting. All right. Two more cards for you, Taurus. Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords. Wow. Two queens. This is for them. The moon. We just talked about the new moon. Seven of Wands. Five of Wands. Okay. Interesting read. Okay, so reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. There's a couple of different signs in here. There's a strong element of Cancer. That's the moon. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. The Queen of Cups is also representative of Cancer, and it could be a Pisces or a Scorpio. Cups represent water energy, and this is for you, by the way, but it's calling for you to embody water-like energy, which is compassionate, it is nurturing, it is empathetic, and it's understanding. You need to dive deep into those emotions. Sometimes, Taurus, you like to remain grounded in reality, push those emotions aside, and kind of ignore them, so to speak. But in this case, you're going to have to be nurturing because you're going to be getting messages very soon, or it's you reaching out with messages. And it's an emotional one at that, because this is the Page of Cups. This has an element of Pisces in it. So really watch out what's happening over the next, this weekend. It could be a friend that maybe you had a fight with, or a falling out with. There's this element to that because that new moon's happening in your 11th house of group associations and friends. But here it's an emotional message, and it's you might be reaching out to actually reconcile here. It looks like it could be you. You want to put the past behind you. You want to start anew. And the Queen of Swords here can be cunning. So when you see the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups together like this, you might be going back and forth here. You might have some very deep emotions about the situation or this person, but the rational mind is saying, hold up, do you really want to do this? Do you really want to get back involved with this person? Do you really want to reconcile? Your second house with Mars sitting there is about self-worth. So you're being challenged here. What is worthy of your time? Who is worthy of your time, Taurus? The rational mind and the heart are at odds here. I mean, that's essentially what this is saying. So let's see what's happening with them. This is a little bit trickier, okay? So you have the moon. The moon ostensibly is the sign of Cancer. Cancer rules the moon. But things here are not, there's something here that's being hidden, okay? It's secrets. So something is still not coming to light just quite yet, at least on that side. So information might be hidden from you on the other side, whoever this person might be. And it looks like there's been some battling, or they're trying to keep it secret, or it's something like here it is. Seven of Wands is a battle card. It's battling off your enemies. It's battling off other people. So maybe they're having a fight with themselves. Maybe they just don't know what they want. That's usually the case here because, so this is the fight with themselves. And then the Five of Wands is the fight with others. So, it looks like there could have been some real turmoil here between you and this other person. And they just need to get their you-know-what together. And it looks like things still maybe aren't totally resolved. That Moon card means there's still hidden information that maybe you just don't know. Maybe through this reconciliation or through this return, you find out more about this, whatever is happening with them. There was definitely words spoken here. This is a battle card. This is arguments. And you are trying to balance the rational mind with the emotion and what to do with this particular situation. Let's pull a card for the outcome. Queen of Pentacles. I got another queen. This is unusual. So Queen of Pentacles. This could be you. Okay, so this is saying you need to be steady. You need to remain realistic about what could realistically come from the outcome. What could realistically come from a reconciliation. The Queen of Pentacles analyzes her options before making any moves. She's able to understand the emotional side and the rational side and make a realistic judgment as to what good can come out of this, and finding that happy medium between the two and finding a resolution. But it looks like there's definitely some things on this other side that need to be resolved with themselves and maybe even with others, especially if there was any type of harsh words spoken here. But remember, if you're going to reach out to these people, if this person reaches out to you, you need to be nurturing, you need to be understanding and empathetic, right? That's the point of this new moon. Empathy, compassion, but keep your wits about you, okay? Because it looks like they're still not being totally forthcoming on this other side. So be realistic about what can come of this. I hope you enjoyed this video, Taurus. We'll talk to you next time.